G'day guys, welcome back to the Aussie Gooner channel, and I know it's been a while. Since I last did a preview. Now I did do one for Wolves and all that, but we all know what happened there. Yeah, we got screwed. It would have been a great time to play Wolves and continue on this win streak that we've been on, and continuously getting these 3 points. I mean, I'm pretty sure Christmas came early for Arsenal. Santa Claus came in, knocking on the door saying, here's 3 points, 3 more points here, there, everywhere. We've been doing wonderfully, guys. We've been playing some really great football. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a defensive performance. I'm seeing an offensive performance. I'm seeing great performances all round. I'm seeing cohesion. I'm seeing direction. I'm seeing a sense of toughness. You know, when shit goes down, we're getting back in there. And another thing I'm seeing is a great captain in Alexander Lacazette. Now, he's not going to get much of a mention in this, but I've got to give the guy credit. Lacazette has been great for this squad. A young squad, a squad that needs direction, that needs leadership. When we got players that are sitting around 22, 23, 24 years old, respectively, they need someone up the top or down back to be guiding them, screaming at them, hurrying them, and urging them on. Now, I know it's a lot of talk, a lot of this, a lot of that, and a lot of people will probably say, oh, the captain isn't a big deal. Well, it was here at Arsenal, yeah? We dropped our captain. We got another guy in who we already had in the squad, an old head like Lacazette, and look what's happened. His link-up play has been great. It's led to goals. He's brought something to the equation, and how can I say it? His strength, I think, is more what we required. I think this squad needed someone up front who was going to lead them with strength and passion, and they respect him. Now, look, I know Manchester City are a wonderful team. They are. They're a great team. I know they got De Bruyne, they got Mahrez, they got Sterling, they got him, her, everyone, right? Great team. But they didn't have an easy time against Leicester. I know they just beat Brentford, barely. And let's be honest, any given Sunday, any team can be got at in the Premier League. Look at the results that we've had recently. Look at Chelsea. Look at Liverpool, having a hard time at the moment. Not that they're bad squads. No, they're great teams themselves, but they're having a hard time. So the way I see it right now, Arsenal right now, what we have to do is we need to understand that we can't pay too much respect to Manchester City. Allow them too much freedom on the ball and allow them to just play their game and hammer us and continuously control possession and blah, 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 rah, 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 and then completely decimate us. No, we need to press them. We need to press them from the get-go. Defensively, offensively, we need to be in their faces. We need to not allow them a second to breathe. And that's what it's about. We got to go in. We got to get right underneath, throw onto the body here and there. Make sure these guys know what it was to play Arsenal. And look, if we can hold our shape, not concede, that's 1 point. If we can hold our shape, maybe get them on a counter, that could be 3. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to sit there and say, how could you think you're going to beat Manchester City? No, it's not about how could you think that. It's the Arsenal. I'm going to support my club. I don't want to see 0 points from this. I want to see at least 1 or 3. All right? Now, I understand Manchester City are the favourites to win the Premier League. I get it. I fucking get it. You think I'm fucking airhead? No. But let's be fucking honest. I'm not going to hype up that we've beaten some other teams, 5 here, 4 there, this, that, everywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just looking at the way we're playing at the moment, and it's positive. I'm saying we're better than Leicester, yeah? And we have been, always will be. And what happened there? So the informed Leicester, whatever, yeah, stick that one. You know what I mean? The informed Leicester almost took the game to City. And I think the key to this is us pressing them. Now, look, I'm going to roll up the stats and let's play around with, hey, look, let's look at the table. I've been going for 3.5 minutes or whatever. Now, let's talk about the table as it stands right now. Ready? Get this shit up right now. Yeah. Hey. So the table as it stands right now, we've got Arsenal, 4th position, yeah? We've got City in 1st. Now, both teams have won a shitload of games, but you can see it. City, 16 wins to Arsenal's 11. Both have drawn 2. Arsenal lost 6. City lost 2. The goals for, fuck me dead. 52 goals for City. We all know what they're doing. Decimating teams. 32 for Arsenal. Goals against, they've only conceded 12, guys. Oh, shit. 23 goals against for Arsenal. Now, City are sitting on 50 points. Arsenal on 35 points, respectively. Now, that tells us 2 different stories. We see City have started off this season. They did start off this season slow. They came off, took us out at the knees. It was a malnourished Arsenal. Signings were missing. Cohesion wasn't existent. direction, which way we're going. Fuck, we had Google Maps on and we still got lost, yeah? But now we're playing an Arsenal. Now they're going to be playing an Arsenal that has a sense of direction, that has some leadership, that has some cohesion, that has togetherness and toughness. And I still think that we can still play this game and take the game to City, but we need to be smart. We can't fall on our sword easily. We have to be smart in our formation. We need to hold our shape. Now, the last 3 games between both teams have been fair and square. Now, I'm going to get into our lot, right? Let's get into our lot because it's always us first. It's Arsenal, fucking through and through. Only one team in fucking London. And what to fucking Tottenham now? Yeah? Everyone's screaming and yelling about Conte. They got Conte, world-class manager. Fuck you, Tottenham. Yeah? And what now? Huh? What? World-class manager what? What are you doing? Firing fucking blanks, mate. Bloody wankers. Anyway, sorry. Sidetracked. I hate Tottenham. So, Arsenal's last 3 games. I'm going to pop that screen up real quick. Have a look. Yeah? Now, the good thing is you're going to look at the goals for and against, right? It's coming up. Yeah? All right. So, our last 3 games. Check it out. Win, win, win. I'm not going to get into the Sunderland game. That's not Premier League. You know me, I'm all Premier League and nothing but that. But that was a good win too. West Ham. Now, I honestly thought we were going to have a hard time there. Negative. 2-0. Was a tough game, but we got the win. 3 points. Thank you very much. Leeds. Bombed them. Look at that. Decimation. Norwich. That was horrible. We killed them. We killed Norwich. And in the Leeds game and in the Norwich game, these 2 teams, I mean, down the bottom of the table, we took them out like a Liverpool would take them out, like a Manchester City would take them out. They would be expected to have results like that against them. But we managed to pull off performances like that and beat West Ham, who are now just slowly dropping down the table. Man United probably love us for it. Now, goals for and goals against in these games. Look, 11 goals for, guys. 1 goal against. Remember when I said defensively, we are fucking a rock. Look at that. We only had problems going forward, but it doesn't seem like that now. So look, that's a great story for Arsenal. Now I'm going to flip over to Manchester City. Shit. Okay, I know. We got to look at them. We're facing them. We got to face their stats. We got to face what it's all about. Yeah? These don't tell a lie. Newcastle. Yeah, we all know what happened there. Killed them. 4-0. Leicester. Now that went back and forth. That was a back and forth game, and you know what? You couldn't tell what was going to happen there. I think Manchester City were a little bit shell-shocked, but they came out on top 6-3. And just recently against Brentford, it was a 1-0. Now their goals for, their goals against, they scored the same amount of goals as we have. Maybe you could say it better opposition in Leicester, but we didn't concede against Leicester. No, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? And their goals against, well, as you can see, 3 goals. So 11-4, 3 goals against. Now, look, guys, I know. You're thinking it's Manchester City. They've got all the depth in the world. Yeah, I know. They got great depth. They've got great players. They've got De Bruyne. They've got Mahrez. They've got Sterling. They've got Silva. They've got Cancelo. They've got Laporte. They've got everyone, right? They do. But it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. We still got to go out there and push these guys. And I think if we press them, harry them, on the ball, don't allow them any chance to breathe, make it uncomfortable, right? We can make it difficult for them to score, right? That could leave them exposed. This could be a back and forth game, right? But we need to keep our shape. I can't say that enough times. We need to keep our shape. We need to keep our heads on, but we need to continue our pressure. No time on the ball. No time. Every time you got a player on the ball, I want it man on. I want to be all over every single fucking player. Yeah? We need to do a number on every single player on the pitch. They've got some great players out there. So do we, right? But we can't allow them chances to breathe. Now, look, Manchester City have played 4-3-3 a couple of times and a 4-2-3-1. Now, I do believe that they could come at us with either formation. Either one. I mean, for us, it's been 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, and against West Ham, it was a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1, right? So you can see that our formations are either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-1-1, whereas Manchester City will play a 4-3-3 respectively and or a 4-2-3-1 depending on who they want to take out at the time. Will they match us in formation? You never know. This is going to be old lion versus young lion. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola versus Arteta. Yeah, I know. Arteta can't be there, guys. Fucking COVID. Can you believe it? Bloody COVID. So no Arteta in this game. No screaming back and forth to the players. And I needed to touch on that. And I'm going to touch on it now. Now, not having Arteta on the sideline could hurt us. That's a kind of the coach is the man who's going to be up the asses of the players, screaming and yelling and carrying on. He's constantly barking orders at his players, and I think they're used to this now. Can be irritating, but they're probably used to it. He's seeing the game and he's guiding them throughout it. Now he uses Lacazette, of course, to continue to spur on the team in the game, on the field. But of course, from the sideline, it's the gaffer who's doing the work, who's screaming and yelling, get into position, go forward, quicker, faster. What are you guys doing? Blah, 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 rah, rah, rah. Now, we're not going to have the gaffer there. Is he going to be on cellular? Maybe. God help us. I don't know what we're going to do. But no, we're not going to get to see Mikel Arteta out there. Now, when it comes to COVID, I know that Tom Yasu was recovering from COVID. I don't think we're going to see him in this game. I think he's going to be missing. I'm not certain, though, so guys, don't hold me to that. From what I'm hearing, Tom Yasu will be a no-show in this game. That's what I'm hearing. And maybe Ben White's going to hold into that position, whatever. I don't mind it. Holding Ben White, it's going to have to be what it is. You know what I mean? Hopefully the rest of our squad isn't affected by COVID because we don't have as much depth as Manchester City does. These guys could lose 4 players, put 4 in, and they're fine. You know what I mean? We put 4 in. Don't get me wrong. They understand how to play the game now. They understand what's expected of them, but the quality isn't there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to do some player comparatives, right? Let's compare their lot and our lot, yeah? Now I'm going to start, where I always start, the back, yeah? Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. Ramsdale, the man, the myth. And whatever, yeah? Check this out, guys. Check this out. So, my mate, Aaron Ramsdale and Ederson. Okay, we've got Ederson, we've got Ramsdale. The appearances between them. Now you can see Ramsdale, less appearances, a lot more saves from Ramsdale. Obviously, early on, our defence wasn't holding up their shape. And our midfield, actually, more likely, was exposing our defence. And unfortunately, it was pulled into a lot of good saves. Great highlight reel, guys. Great highlight reel from him. 55 to 33. High claims, 15 to 13. Clean sheets, Ederson's got a lot more. But again, this is a well-tuned and oiled machine in Manchester City. They didn't just have a rebuild in the backline and midfield. So he's got a few more clean sheets than Ramsdale. But you know what? I reckon that's going to be changing throughout the season. And I think Ramsdale's going to come out on top there. Goals conceded. Ramsdale's conceded 2 more goals than Ederson. So we look at the 2 goalkeepers and we think to ourselves, pretty fair and square. I think Ramsdale is the better keeper of the 2. That's my opinion. I think Ramsdale's been put under more pressure than Ederson. And when Ederson is put under pressure, he concedes. I think Ramsdale's a kind of guy who you can compare with a David De Gea, where the more pressure he's put under, the better he gets. Do you get me? He just thrives under pressure. So I think when it comes to the goalkeeping department, I think we've got that down in spades when it comes to Ramsdale. And who would have guessed it? 30 mil, eh? And I thought he was going to be a sub-keeper. Fuck no. Centre-back to centre-back. Now, I know they've got a whole bunch and this and that. I could have talked about Cancelo and all that, and I can't not talk about him. I mean, look, I'm not going to talk about him too much, but he's great. He's been playing great football. But I've got to compare, centre-back to centre-back. So I'm going to compare, get ready for it, Gabriel to Laporte. Now, here we go. Check this out. Gabriel, 16 appearances. Laporte, 16 appearances. Tackles, well, Gabriel's got that on him, 21 to 16. Success rates, 57% to 44 respectively. Clearances, as you can see, Gabriel doing a lot more work. So duels won, as you can see, guys, 40 duels won. Now, I think both these guys have got an even amount of goals between them. I'll be honest with you. The pairing between the 2, there ain't much. There ain't much between them. I could say, and it might be a bit how you go and say maybe Gabriel the better of, ever so slightly. I think with a midfield like we've got in front of Gabriel, for him to have stats like that and for him to be putting in performances like that at his age and only just being fresh to Arsenal, really, he hasn't been around that long. You know what I mean? I think I would have to side with Gabriel. And I'm pretty sure if Gabriel was out on the market, Manchester City would be knocking on that fucking door to pick him up. You know what I mean? So I think Gabriel may be ever so slightly better than Laporte. You could flip a coin between them or you could call it even. Whatever you like. I think Gabriel's a better defender. In the midfield. Now, I'm not going Thomas Partey. All right, whatever. I'm going to go Odegaard. All right, I'm going to compare Odegaard here. I have to. He's been in great form. I was one of those guys that was on his back, but let's do it. Let's compare Odegaard, get ready, to Kevin De Bruyne. Fuck, did he just say De Bruyne? Yes, he did say De Bruyne. Appearances, as you can see, I'm not even going to get into it. Look at the fucking goals from De Bruyne. The guy is a maestro. Odegaard, look, he's not doing too bad. 4 goals himself. 4v5. Don't get me wrong. More appearances from Odegaard, but this is Kevin De Bruyne we're comparing him to. Shots on goal, well, you all know what De Bruyne is going to bring. He's going to be peppering every goal, anyone's goal. You know what I mean? Very hard to stop, very hard to slow down. Odegaard, of course, 19 shots for himself. Assists, Odegaard got a lot more than De Bruyne. He's got 2 more assists. And look, I even compare tackle rates here. I know Odegaard's sitting in the middle of the park, De Bruyne sitting towards the wing, but hey, look, whatever. De Bruyne got himself 15 and Odegaard got himself 19. Now, I know it's apples and oranges when we talk about the quality of Kevin De Bruyne and Martin Odegaard, but I think Odegaard so far has come up this season and come up so far, and he's starting to show his true colours. Is it because he's got Lacazette up in front of him and link-up play is so much better? It could be. It could be. I mean, Aubameyang ain't firing, and so Odegaard may be looking a bit flat. Now that we've got a player like Lacazette who can link up very well with other players, Odegaard's got himself, I don't know, maybe a better partner up front. Who knows? But all I've noticed lately from Odegaard is that his vision, he's stronger on the ball. He was one of those kind of guys that knocked off the ball left, right, center, here and there. He was too weak, and I'd complain about it. This guy needs to put some muscle on. Like, what the fuck? But you know what? He's hard to get off the ball now. He's coming back in defense. At one stage, him and Lacazette were playing like DMs. It was fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? I've seen him play a DM role. I've seen Lacazette play a DM role. But you know what? It's good to see that Odegaard is starting to show his true colours finally. Now, how is he gonna look against Manchester City? We're not gonna know. But all he has to do is come in and put in a level of performance that he has previously. He needs to leave it all out in the pitch, and that's every player, not just Odegaard. We're talking Lacazette, we're talking Saka, we're talking every single player, Gabriel, Tierney, every single one of these guys has to leave it all out in the pitch. Plain and simple. And that's the only way we can continue. Because if we don't, 4th position might look good now, but we could slip up and drop down drop down the ladder, end up in 6th or 5th. Yes, it's Europa, whatever, but you know what? Who wants that? Who wants that? It ain't attractive. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving forward. I ain't even going to move the screen, guys. Let's keep it dark. Yeah, keep it dark. Bukayo Saka. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to compare him to Silva. Yes, I know, whatever. I have to give Silva some credit. This guy's been phenomenal. Appearances, check him out, guys. Even as. Goals, Silva. Bloody hell. Look at that. 7 goals to 5 of Saka. Saka's been starting to put some goals in. He's starting to show that he can do something with his boot. And Saka has looked dangerous in a couple of these last games. So you know what? Who knows? We might see something from him in this one. Shots. As you can see, Saka a lot more. Silva a lot less. Assists. This is where Saka is outperforming Silva in assists. 4 assists to 1. Now look, Bukayo Saka so far this season is looking like a breath of fresh air. I mean, this guy's come from the academy with another man, Emil Smith-Rowe, who will get a mention at the end. Yes, on his own. Yes, he's coming off the bench, but that ain't about him right now. Let's get into Saka. Saka is looking great this season, guys. Silva looking phenomenal this season with Manchester City. But Saka has been doing the hard yards with Arsenal. We started from the bottom, now we're here, and Saka was here throughout the whole thing. He's hard to handle. He's great on the ball. You know what I mean? His vision is good. He's starting to rate himself when it comes to a shot on goal. You know, previously he'd always take a touch and then maybe bobble it up. But now he's starting to think, you know what, I'm going to take that shot. I'm going to stretch the keeper. I'm going to give it a whirl. He's showing some confidence in his boot. And you know what? I hope he can continue to do that because it leads to goals, guys. It's simple. You're open, take a shot. If there's an opportunity, take a shot. You never know what's going to go. You know what I mean? So let's see if Saka can take the game to Manchester City and hopefully outshine Silva, De Bruyne, or anyone. I don't care. I just want 3 points. 3. Now, last but not least, it's not really last, but we'll get into that later. I'm going to have to compare. Now, I know it's like, well, we don't know who's going to be up front and this and that. It's hard. Manchester City is a very hard team to do comparatives of. They've got so many players. Riyad Mahrez, Jesus, a Grealish, who is not getting a mention at the moment. But I'm going to compare Martinelli to Raheem Sterling. Check it out. Raheem Sterling has been in great form. And I think all the talks about him leaving City, well, they're probably out the window now. Look at the goals, guys. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. But look, Martinelli ain't no slouch himself. Check it out. Look at, I'm not even going to talk about this. I mean, apart from the slight difference in goals, the assists, I mean, Sterling's looking great, but so is Martinelli. Both these players bring a different dynamic to Manchester City's team and Arsenal's teams respectively. Both quick, maybe Martinelli a little bit tougher on the ball than Sterling. Sterling likes to dance around like a little ballerina and all that. But end of the fucking day, Sterling's been doing bits. Sterling's been doing bits for friggin' Manchester City. And at the moment, all I can say is that I've got a Martinelli doing bits for Arsenal. Now I'm gonna keep it dark, guys. I'm gonna keep it dark, and I'm gonna shine the light. Shine the light on one guy that isn't a starting liner at the moment, but it's hard to keep him on the bench. The one, the only, Emil Smith Rowe. Check this out. Yes, I got closer to the mic because I just wanted to make it sound better. 17 appearances, guys. 8 goals, 25 shots, 2 assists. Those stats speak for themselves, and he's on the bench. He's on the bench. This man is on the bench. Can you believe it? We've got some depth, guys. We've got a Sambi Lokonga on the bench. Now, he's decent. He's not the best, but he's decent. We've got a Tavares on the bench. Brings a different dynamic to the left-back role, right? And we've got an Emil Smith-Rowe on the bench, right? Now, Emil Smith-Rowe is a kind of guy that's been coming off the bench as of late. And we've all seen it making an impact. Staking his claim. Saying, you're going to bench me, son? Are you serious right now? Odegaard saying, but I'm doing a shift too. Who do you start? Great problem for Arteta to have. Great problem for Arsenal to have, guys. Wipe that out. Guys, look. This game could go either way. All right? I know Manchester City are favourites. On present form, yeah, they're playing wonderful football. But if we allow them to play their game, then they're going to roll over us. We need to press them. We need to take the game to them. Now, when I'm in press, I mean defensive. I want to be all over them. I don't want them to breathe. I want to see some heavy tackles. I want to see some hammering. All right? And I always say this, but I want to take them off their game a bit. I want to get into their minds, right? I want these players to worry about tackles. And I say that constantly. I want a bit of argy-bargy, right? And it's good that we've got players that can do that. I mean, I'm not going to give every player credit, but Granit Xhaka has been good in the midfield as of late. Partey has looked better because of Granit Xhaka. Is Steve actually saying it? Yeah, Aussie Gunner's saying it. Granit Xhaka, credit where credit's due. I don't like the man. I don't. But we've got to give the guy credit. He's been putting in a shift. He's been putting in a shift. And I can understand why Arteta's starting him. Thomas Partey has looked a lot more stable with Xhaka beside him. This midfield pairing only works together. One or the other, by themselves, it's fucked. So I need these two guys to put a shift in because our game actually relies on these two guys doing their job. Seriously. The only times our defense have been exposed is when Partey or Xhaka or the midfield pairing has let down the defense. This is one that this is something that we cannot allow to happen again. We can't. Is Guardiola going to be aware of this? Fuck yeah, he's a good coach. He's going to be like, put the pressure on these two fuckers. Let's try and chop them up. That way we can keep them in their own third. Now, Arteta knows that these guys have got a tendency to drop their heads. Obviously, he's going to have a chat to them and sort them out. But look, this game could go either way. This game could go either way, and I'm going to call it the way I see it. I think Arsenal could probably pull a draw from this game. I think we can get a draw. I think we're going to get a draw here. I think it's going to be a 1-1, and I think it's going to be a back and forth. Do I want to see an Arsenal win? Fuck yeah. Do I want them to prove me wrong? Hell yeah. Do I want to see a Manchester City win? Fuck no. I just want to see our boys go out there and play the game and take the game to fucking City, and that is it. Plain and simple, yeah? Now, look, guys, you've seen a lot of comparatives. You've seen a little bit of this and that. And to be perfectly honest, I honestly think that the way Arsenal going at the moment, we could hold on to fourth, but we need to get a point from every game. We need to play for the points, plain and simple. And we need to try to get as many wins as we can under our belt to hold fourth, yeah? Now, look, to everybody out there that's subscribed, thank you very much. To everyone who leaves a comment, thank you very much. To everyone who's watched this vid all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate all the comments, all the shares, and everything and the likes. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do the best I can, but you guys understand that I'm just like you guys. I'm out here busting my ass in Australia, working as hard as I can to make a living. You know, that Jimmy Barnes working hard to make a living, all that. And I'm doing what I can when I can. All right, guys. Now, I did release the yarn just recently with Prince Fuad and Nick. Please check it out. I'm doing a yarn every 2 to 3 weeks just with the boys and just rolling up the, wrapping up the last couple of games and yada yada. The last yarn was a mid-season review. Please have a look. It was decent. We had a bit of fun with it. You know what I mean? You could see I was fucking tired as fuck, but it is what it is, I guess, eh? But look, thank you for watching this vid all the way to the end. Thank you to all my subscribers. Have a safe and wonderful new year. I hope you have a great Christmas. Shout out right now. I know it's late, but if you've watched it to the end, I'm going to throw it out there. Shout out to the Football Capital, right? Shout out to Warren's Team Talk. Yeah, got to check these channels out. Shout out to Prince Fawad. Again, this channel on YouTube. These are channels on YouTube. Great. I'm working with Prince Fawad. I'm working with the guys at Football Capital. Great to work with, right? Shout out to the Armory TV, please. These guys are cool. You love them. You know what I mean? I'm on their channel as well. We try to bring a different approach to Arsenal games, whatever it is, it is. And last but not least, Bobby Mwanzi, Bits and Bobs. Where are you, bro? We miss ya, yeah? YouTube misses ya. If you've watched this to the end, you heard that, yeah? If you watched it to the end, my friend, yeah? We miss you, cuz. Hope you had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. From the Aussie Gooner to everyone out there, it's all love, love, love. Arsenal for 3 points. I don't care if it's Krusty the Clown or Mikel Arteta running this club. As long as we get 3, I'm happy, yeah? But it's Uru, guys. Uru.